Hey Radiant Souls, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here. If this is your first time, hi, hello, my name's Heather. I am an author, artist, animal communicator, energy healer, and I'm on a mission to empower and embolden others to connect with their divine radiant light and to honor the sacred connection with all life. In short, what that means is just be you, be authentically you. We're all supposed to be here singing our own note in the symphony of the universe, but sometimes we don't know where our note went. So, sound check. Find your note. Who are you supposed to be in this world? Now, what are you supposed to do? Those are not the same always. Who are you supposed to be? That's your divine radiant light. I am thinking today what I wanted to talk about is the energy for next week. So, I've done a lot of monthly energy forecasts, and those are a pretty good time. But something about the energy lately made me want to come on and offer some additional support because I'm hearing things, I'm feeling things, I'm sensing some things, and I just wanted us to chat about it a little bit, or me chat, you listen, but you chat in the comments and let me know what you're feeling, seeing, and sensing. In the past, maybe week 7 to 8 days, I didn't even want to go all the way to 10. And then going forward for the next few days, there is some, for lack of a better word, some discombobulation energetically. So what that's feeling like for a lot of people, and perhaps you're one of them, we're feeling a little disconnected, almost like you're out of step. Like there's a part of you that sometimes ends up somewhere and you feel like all of you isn't there. And I know that's a weird thing to kind of explain, but you know, we all have those moments where, or maybe we don't all, I have those moments where you open the cupboard or you open the refrigerator and you're like, why, or you go to a different room. Why did I come in this room? What am I standing here for? I already forgot. And it was maybe 2 seconds ago that you decided to open that door. Things like that, but on maybe a bigger scale where you may be in the middle of a task and you just don't remember why you're doing the task, or it's something that you're used to doing all the time. It's part of your daily routine, and all of a sudden it feels very different and unfamiliar to you. There may also be times where things that you know you remember so clearly aren't there anymore. They're a little fuzzy, they're a little distant, or you look like, or you feel like you're remembering them differently. That's okay. That's all okay. Obviously, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a mental health professional. If any of that concerns you, seek out professional help. What I'm seeing is what I'm speaking to energetically. There are a lot of hot spots, a lot of peaks in the energy currently. So for the past 7 to 8 days and then forward for another few, where it feels really spiky energetically. And so what that's doing is almost as if someone were coming in behind you and banging like some cymbal. It just, your energy gets jolted out of the present moment. But more so what the goal is actually the reverse, jolting you into the present moment. So what is it that has your attention pulled away? You need to be present. We need to really start honing that skill of being in the present moment. So my guides have a suggestion or two, as they are known to do, for that. And really in the next few days or this week, as many times as you can throughout the day, focus on your breathing. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be in solitude, or you know, it can be while you're waiting in line to pick the kids up from school, or while you're making breakfast, whatever. But breathing in through the nose, a lot of times we don't even realize we're not very conscious breathers habitually, and we're like the mouth breathers. We get worried, we breathe through something, or we're just thinking and we're breathing through our mouths. Consciously breathing through your nose connects up to your pineal gland. And I want you to, or the guidance is breathing in for as many counts as you can comfortably. And that may not be very many to start with. That may look like you breathe in for 2. And then whatever number you breathe in for, I want you to hold that for 2, the same count, and then breathe out the same count. And try every day to do a little bit more. And it's comfortable breathing. It's not like I'm going to go jump off the diving board and plunge into 8-foot water and I need to hold my breath for that breathing. It is a comfortable breathing. And if you can elevate your posture while you do it, elevate your mood while you do it, it can serve to elevate your mood for you. But imagine breathing in positivity, anything like that that works for you. That's very helpful. And that anchors us energetically together. It coalesces our energy in those moments where pieces of us are kind of rattled or shaken or off point with being all together in the way that we would prefer them to be, to feel kind of in the moment. So another message for the week that was coming up was, and I'm going to do a daily affirmation on this for tomorrow, so you'll see it again. You'll get a reminder if you watch those on my Facebook, Telegram, or Instagram pages. And I think I have Twitter now. I'm playing around with it, so you can check out there for me. Hey, Radiant Souls. But the theme of encouragement. So often we feel that encouragement is something we give to somebody else. Yeah, you go, you got it, you do it. And it can be. But what if you flip it around for the next few days? Because we're looking at the energy of the next week. Flip around the way you think about encouragement to be, what are you giving yourself courage for? Encouragement. What are you allowing to be, like my mission statement I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I have the word embolden in there. It's one of my favorite words. What are you allowing to be emboldened within you? And really taking what you see in the world, and even if it scares you, if it terrifies you, turning that, alchemizing that into courage. So you are encouraging yourself. Encouragement. And then by all means, if you feel like clapping up somebody else and encouraging someone too, that's great. But for the next week, the guidance was make sure you're doing it on board for you first and really seeking those opportunities out where you can say, I feel encouraged. I see the world around me, or what I see in the world around me encourages me. It deposits some energy into my reserve of courage. Another thing to consider, and this one's a little, is it all strange? I don't know. It's completely normal for me. And if you're watching, maybe it's completely normal for you too, but one of the things that's coming up for the next few days is to also, we're conscious of our breathing. We are focusing on encouraging what we can bring in to add to our reserve of courage for ourselves, but also the idea of looking at what you're consuming, your food, your beverages, at a thematic or a symbolic level. And the example that I was given was, let's say you're someone who's looking to launch a project, or you want to start something new, or you want to cultivate something for yourself. What food has that energy embedded in it? An egg is something that is filled with potential and possibility. If you aren't someone who eats eggs, seeds hold the potential of something. So looking at what it is that you are looking for in any particular day and saying, okay, does my food align with that? So in the example of, I'm ready to write a new book. Am I eating seeds? Am I eating eggs? Am I eating food that has potential? Or am I eating food that is on the other end of kind of the energy spectrum where its potential has been manifested, maybe consumed, maybe processed, packaged, and then now there's nothing left. It's devoid of potential. Another example is our relationship with sugar. Those who do eat it, do you find that you're turning to sugar when something in your life feels sour? Or when you are consuming sugar in any form, and it can be fruit as well, which, that's the better way to do it if you're going to eat sugar-based stuff. But considering that its design is to give you a quick hit of energy, a quick peak, a quick pick me up. Do you find that the kind of valley from that peak, then things turn sour? Because there can be a little bit amiss in that relationship that we have, in that we aren't really understanding. I mean, we have the phrase, you are what you eat, but the team of guides is asking us to look at that really symbolically for ourselves. Okay, I am going to consume a salad today. What is that? Like, where does that put me energetically? Not will I digest it well, although you can certainly look at that, but looking more at the story of it, the energy of it. That sat in the sun. I am someone who wants to be closer to light. I want to eat foods that are closer to light, that have metabolized that light. So plant-based may be right for you, rather than plant-based being consumed by an animal that then you're consuming, which that is no judgment on that at all. I'm just saying, look at what you're ending up with at the end of whatever journey that food is taken. So that was the guidance for that. And then the last thing was imagining yourself as the lighthouse and not the tugboat. And this can play off of that encouragement theme a little bit, but often we are really empowered and emboldened, as my mission statement says, and we want to grab people out of the water. We want to jet ski out to them and say, look at what this could be. Look at what I'm learning. Look at what this means or that means, or here's the proof, or there's the facts. And if someone isn't ready to receive that, it's kind of a trauma to their system. Plus, you are very much depleting yourself energetically, or potentially depleting yourself energetically. But if you're a lighthouse, you're standing firm in just what you know, and you have that ability to just shine and still guide in that way. So I hope all this was helpful. I'll see you again soon. Have an amazing day.